That bitch, she right on time. Hey, Chip and Sissy. Why is it doing this? The mute function is not working again. But they did make some nice changes. If you're a seller and you didn't notice, they added a toggle switch to the coupons. So from this show on, any of the giveaways I do that have coupons should be good for any one of my shows that you want to use them in. Uh, so you can save them up and buy like a whole ton of stuff for nothing if you want. But there's no expiration date on them, which I would rather have there be an expiration date, but I guess I won't complain about that because it's nice that I don't have to go in and stipulate which show they're supposed to be used for anymore. Um, so welcome in everybody. I'm going to get started here in just a little bit, a minute or so. Uh, there is a giveaway running. It is going to be for a $5 gift code to Whatnot for my shows. You still have to spend them in the show of the person that issues them. Uh, $5 gift code to a future Whatnot show of mine, as well as a $15 gift code to my website beforetimes.shop. I have a 30% off sale today on there. If you want a gift code in the past, you can use it. Everything all the previous gift codes earlier in the month, they're going to expire at the end of this month. The gift codes that are won today, they won't expire till the end of June. So if you win gift codes today, you got a month or so to spend them on my website. And if you spend them on Sundays, I usually have a sale running. So you can get some of the cheaper stuff for about free if you're into that, or you can get a pretty good discount on some of the more expensive stuff. Thanks, Bishy. Everybody give Bishy a follow. She's super mod. Uh, she's got some shows coming up. Take a minute to bookmark those. I will be doing the pre-listed stuff as soon as I am done with the requests. And if you've never been here before, I do previews on Saturday nights, and then I post them to my Facebook page, Hey Rag, as well as YouTube. And it was a pretty long video last night, but it included today's sale and Wednesday's ephemera sale. And you can just send me screenshots. You guys that circle the items, that works super well for me to pick them off the wall and off the shelves. And then I just line them up here beside me and I run them in the order that they're received. And if you've never been here before, that probably sounds very time consuming and long and convoluted. But actually, once I get selling, it works out pretty good because the people that requested the items, they can bid on them and then they can leave. And some people like to sit around while sellers scan shelves. Lots of people don't. I will pan around these white shelves in front of you after I'm done with the requests and the pre-bids. I will not go into the other room though. So if you saw something in the video that was in the other room, I'm not gonna pan those shelves today. Just these little ones with the small stuff. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started getting the giveaway. I do have stuff in the buy now. Feel free to make offers. I'll check them throughout the show. And if you're a seller, feel free to advertise your shows. Uh, the only thing I ask is if you're writing a big block about describing your show, don't keep posting it over and over again because then I lose the chat and lose my place. But feel free to advertise your shows. If you have something in your shop that you think is cheaper than what I'm selling it for, feel free to advertise that because everything's pretty cheap here. Brass. I have a bone and brass bracelet that was requested and a giraffe figure that was requested. There's some brass on the shelves, but it's going to be a while till I get to the shelf stuff because I start with the requests that were made from people that checked out the preview. Yes, $5 starts, junkie. But I've got lots of coupons in the rewards points. Thanks for the follow, Pen. Do I have any geese? I don't see any. Don't remember any off the top of my head on my shelves anyway. Okay, this is the first item. I think the giveaway ended. Congrats to whoever won that. Now I'm just gonna wait till they're all done. I'm gonna start here and then I'm gonna go as fast as I can. So I get to those. I think I've got 50 some uh requests. Something like that. Save this folding camera. It's a Kodak. Oh, the canvas is a little bit rough in spots, but decent condition. And I'm just going to do 10 seconds with, we'll do 7-second counter bid time, see how that works. So it's running 10 seconds, $5 on the probably what 1930s Kodak. Folds out, nice bellows. Thank you, Fishy. And if you've never been here before, just give me a few seconds between each item to stick them in a numbered envelope for you guys. This is the next one. Unsigned. Looks like knockoff Delft. I don't know. Maybe 60s era. Not really sure. And I have no idea what you call it. But you can stick flowers in it or pencils or knitting needles or I don't know. What you doing? And it is it's some sort of ceramic like art pottery. No damage. It's beautiful. And it is running. You can stick stuff in it. I'm sure it has a technical name that I don't know. You can Google image it or Google Lens it. Thank you, Scribbles. Okay, the next item that was requested was these printers blocks. Nice chunky wood ones. Uh, I'm going to do choice on these one time. If you requested this and don't want to pay $5 for one of them, I will run what I'm just going to do choice one time. And then I'll run the rest of them. I've seen people sell these things on here for $20 a piece. I'm not usually so lucky, but I'll give everybody a chance to choose one at 5. And if it sells for 20, I'm still going to run the rest at 5 though. So you got an exclamation point, a couple dollar signs. Uh, that's just an S. I thought it was a dollar sign, but it's an S. And an ampersand. So that is running lightweight. Your choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just give me the number of the one you want, and then I'm going to run them all. Thank you, Chip and Sissy. Takes the chubby $sign. So you're getting the rest of them, and they are running. And if you guys are not following Chip and Sissy, you guys are missing out on ridiculously neat crap. They only have sales every so often. Thank you, Bishy. But they bring out some good stuff. They had a sale yesterday, and I felt bad for buying some of this stuff. But I didn't see anybody that was in there bidding that was one of my buyers, so I bid away. And I'm not saying that just because they buy stuff off of me occasionally. Seriously, if you're into old stuff and you're not following them, you're missing out when there's Saturday sales. This is really neat. Probably late Victorian, early 1900s. A very tiny little frame. Looks like it's got a, I don't know, silver wash on um, brass. And that little photo, you can change it out with something else, but it is super tiny and it is old. And Victorian Lane, you come in at the right time. And that is running on the very tiny little picture frame. It's got a stand, it stands up. And you can put whatever picture you want in there. Thank you, Scribbles. And I found that in a lot of photos I got from a picker last week. And this evening at 7 o'clock, I will be doing a show of photo albums. There's 4 complete albums, and then there's going to be a lot of 5 snapshot folios as little booklets. Um, that's at 7 o'clock tonight. So if you're into photo albums and snapshots, bookmark that show for this evening. I'm doing $1 starts. I have not looked at the albums. I opened them to verify there were photos in them, but I'm doing a buck and go on them. Hopefully, there's something cool in there. Otherwise, it'll be boring for me and everybody else. All right, doing the same thing here. Choice of those 5, and then I'll run the other 4 for 1 money. So that is running. Choice of those old printers blocks. Thank you, Scribbles. Which one would you like? Takes the %. And you get the other 4 for 1 money. It's running. You can put these in your printers trays that everybody loves for the moment. Thank you, Rag. Those are yours. And the next item is going to be this wonderful set of faux Staffordshire mid-century dogs. They are exquisite. And when I say they are exquisite, I mean they're, I don't know, kitschy. Look, they're beautiful, magnificent. Unsigned. I'm going to say probably mid-century. but they're styled after like what 18th, 19th century Staffordshire dogs. There's four of them. There's no damage. They're kind of a lavenderish violet color with a gold wash, and they're beautiful. If Butterfly's listening, she's gonna say I don't sound sincere. But they would go really cool with some certain decor. So you get all four of them, and they are running on those vintage, antique replica, kitschy Staffordshire dogs. That's my hand for reference. Thank you, Deb. So I'm going to stick one of those in the bag and leave the other ones on the shelf. Okay, next item is a really cool uh, it's orno wood. It's not Sirocco, but it's the same type of pressed wood material. It's missing a screw, but there's no damage to the frame. It's got a stand. I don't know if the back was original or whether that's something they put on there, because you can see how it's attached. And you can change out the dude, but there's no glass. Really neat Art Nouveau looking frame that does stand up. And that is running. And it does have the Orno Wood label on the back. Hey, Hazy. Does Dan like old rasps for making uh, knives? Thank you, Scribbles. All right, while we're set at the heavier weight, I'm going to run this. Unsigned. This is a neat old paint tray uh, for putting your little like watercolors in. It's got a brush tray. Really, really cool looking with lots of crazing and staining. But there's no real chips or anything. It's some sort of porcelain or some sort of material like that. And it's heavy. And that is running. It's got some color staining in the little cups. Hey guys, welcome in. Thank you, Rag. I'm running down through the requests. Okay, the next thing is going to be these decorative printer's blocks. I've got a whole tray of them here. And let's see. This is going to be hard to do choice on, but we'll do choice. So we'll do, I'll run a choice of the row first, and we'll see how it goes. See if there's interest in these. Uh, so we'll do this row first. Choice of this row. If you don't want a choice, just don't bid and hope nobody else does, and I'll sell them all if nobody bid on choice. Vote on this one, this one, this one, or this one. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. And we'll make it the light item, and it's running. So choice of that one, that one, that one, that one. Thank you, Deb. Which one would you like? I think it's supposed to, Bishy. If it's not, I saw a bird too. The top. I was doing choice of individual block. Were you bidding on the whole row? Welcome in to the most confusing show on Whatnot. Okay, you're going to get the whole row. We'll just go by row. Okay, we'll do another row. So you're getting the whole row. Can you hear? Deb's been here before. She's probably not easily offended, or she wouldn't come back. Whole row. This row. Get this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. These ones only. Whole row. But I'm gonna make it the heavier weight because those are chunky, and it is running. Get all those in that row, and these are unsigned. I don't know anything about them, but that one looks like a birdie if you put it like that. Not so much if you put it in another direction. Thank you, Deb. Give me a second to put those in an envelope, and then we'll do the bottom row. And then the next request after these is for printer's blocks that are some numbers and letters. You get the whole row. Hazy, I didn't hear. Did you answer me? Does Dan like big old antique rasps for making knives? It's running 10 seconds. You get the whole row. Oh, he said no. Okay. I know there's some people that make knives out of them. Thank you, Deb. Okay. The next slot is going to be printer blocks that are letters and numbers. Choice of row. Like, I'm just going to give you the whole row. I don't want everybody's minds to melt here. Or mine. Choice of row. So 1 row, 2 row, 3 row. Yes, there is a 69 at the end. You can't say 69. And I learned last night you cannot say whoer. Like who are, the contraction. So there's different fonts, different sizes. They're all the same height, um, same thickness. So one, two, or three, I'm running them. Choice of row, you get the whole row. I asked somebody who were they watching at a concert last night and or on Friday night, and Rag, are you gifting that to Bishies? Am I reading that correctly? Okay. Yes. So you want the 69 Bishi? Let me throw something in that envelope so I remember what's going on. We'll throw a dagger in there. I'll keep those out to remember to ship them to Bishi. Oh, it's a mess now. Thank you, Rag. That was nice. So choice of those two, one or two, it's running. Thank you, Rag. That's considerably less than $20 a piece. I had a I had a message Bree and say, how much do you want to pay me for this giant collection of these things that your crowd will pay $15 a piece for? In fact, that was opening bid. Rag, you're getting both of those. You're just gonna get the whole tray. Thank you, Rag. Oh, you were wonderful, Rag. If you guys aren't following Rag and Ribbon, give her a follow. She is, I don't know, what's the word? Prolific? Lots and lots of sales scheduled. Have fun doing whatever curmudgeonly things you're doing today, Hazy. This is an ostrich egg. Somebody blew it out, so there's no baby ostrich inside anymore, and no baby ostrich goo or anything. But it's a real ostrich egg that you can paint or sit there, I guess. And that is running. On the real ostrich egg, come out of a real ostrich butt. They have big butts though, Bishy. So they're okay. It's so big it won't fit in my envelope. All right, back to some light stuff. Yes, Scribbles is very talented, but maybe she just wanted to sit around. I don't know. Anybody that buys anything from me, if you ever want to show me what you did with the stuff, I like to get pictures like that. Go back to the light for a few things. Toll painted, very naive. little tin cup. It is running. Dinged up, wear to the paint, nice folk art looking thing. Thank you, Skills. And the next item is going to be a box of Polaroid instant film. Well, it's not Polaroid, I guess it's Fujifilm. Gonna show it real quick. I don't know that much about it. It's sealed. The box was open when I got it, but the foil was still sealed. It probably expired 15 years ago. I don't know where the expiration date is. 5 years ago. So it's actually relatively new stuff. I don't know what you can use it with. I'm sure it says on the box. Put Scribbles on the spot thinking she was going to do something with it, and she just wants to look at it. I think, I don't know, do people carve those? Thanks, Scribbles. No people paint them. They're very thick. If you've never seen an Oscar pig or held one, I don't think, I mean, I think I could probably smash it if I really tried, but you can't just take and break it by squeezing it. All right. This is a hen. It's got some damage to its beak and damage to the underside. But it's got the original label. You could fix it if you want. 1924 from company in Buffalo. And that is running. Paper mache. Or what they call paper mache. Dated 1924 on the bottom. Thank you, Bragg. It was a hen, Mr. Bishy. The cocks do not sit on nests. They sit on hens. This little guy, girl, with it's like the never ending story dog she's got there or something. Unmarked, unsigned, nice condition, a little bit of wear to the paint, and that's running. Butterflies, chickens are they're getting big. They're all feathered, but we don't have any roosters, so I can't demonstrate for you, Mr. Bishy, or show you. Thank you, Deb. Was his comment blocked? Did everybody see that? You can say cock, I think, but you can't say who are. I don't know who made this. Somebody probably knows. But mid-century art pottery deer jumping over a stump. We'll do a tour someday. It is running. I missed Chip and Sissy's garden tour yesterday. They said they would show us in the future. The whatnot notifications are severely lacking. Thank you, Reg. I lose track of time. During the week, I listen to a lot of times I listen to Free Speech TV on one of my devices, and they've got different shows during the day, so I can kind of keep track of time. But on the weekend, I don't listen to it on the weekend, so I never know what time it is. And Bishy messaged me 15 minutes in. So this is a lot of, oh man, a lot of doilies. I think these ones are all in pretty nice condition. I didn't see any major damage or anything. There is one that is stained, but I only noticed stains to the one. Yeah, I wasn't going to say that, but our garden isn't set up yet completely. Butterfly has a container garden. We'll go out and see the chickens in gardens when it's that one has a stain right there. Any way you get them, all of them for one money. Handmade doily lot. It is running. 10 seconds. It's finally nice here in Pennsylvania. It's been like I think it got up to 52 degrees yesterday, and that was about the warmest it was for a week. Thank you, tadpoles. Thank you for coming to my auction. Do you just do that yourself, Dawn, or are you doing that for some organization? Oop. All right. This is I'm not sure how old this is. I'm gonna guess 1940s. It's got a lucite handle that's like twisted into a knot. It's gonna got a spiral design to it. The zipper works. There's no pockets on the inside, and there's no tag or anything. A little bit of tarnish on the bail or whatever you call that hanger there. So vintage mid-century purse. I guess it'd be a clutch because there's no strap. It is running. Neat lucite, clear lucite handle on it. Thank you, Deb. Okay, we're going to a heavier item now. I believe this is supposed to be a hanging basket. It's only got two places to hang, but it sits there just fine. So if it's not a hanging basket, it'll be a vase or a planter. Got a little bit of scale inside from being used at one point, but there's no chips or damage. And that is running on the hull. 5.5 inch. What is that? Does anybody know the patterns? Is that Magnolia? Thank you, Rag. Give me a second to switch out these boxes. Satin glass. The person that requested this said that they wanted the painted spritzer or whatever it's called. This is a decal. It just looks painted, but didn't fill it with anything, but it seems to do that anyway. No damage on the atomizer. And that is running. Thanks for the follow. A little bit of tarnish to the chrome. Thank you, Ray. The next item is this shabby little box. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it was a lunchbox or what. You could lock it. But some rust, lots of paint wear, nice shabby little box. And it looks like a lunchbox. It would hold a sandwich and a banana, I guess. And that is running. A little tin box. Thank you, Bradley. And the next item is going to be a vintage handmade pocket watch display. It is shaped like a grandfather's clock. It's like somebody carved this thing. It's pretty neat. I'll throw in the, it's probably broken. Maybe it's not. Oh, it's ticking. There's a West Clock stopwatch. Somebody wanted $20 for that. Holy cow. It's going to up the value of this little display. You can see like somebody carved it. Pretty neat. The pendulum is just a little piece of metal and brass. It's in there. But you just put the pocket watch down in there. And then you stick it on your shelf. Nice handmade old piece. And that is running. And you get the West Clock's stopwatch that apparently works with it. And I don't know who made this. Thank you, Rag. Oops. The next item is going to be a model of a paramecium. I believe is what it is. I still owe money for student loans, and I went to school for biology, and I don't. I think it was a paramecium that's got the little tail. Oh, it's a bit tangled. But it's got some glue here. I didn't really try to peel it off. You can pick at it. It was mounted to a board. I forget who made this, but it's some sort of scientific. I forget the name of the company. Uh, if you want to Google it real quick, it should be worth more than $5. These things are pretty scarce. Pretty neat vintage model. I can't remember, but it's probably 18 inches long. It's whoops, and that is running. No damage. It just doesn't have the original base, which the original base was just board with laminated wood grain. Jesse, we're doing the requests now, and as soon as the requests are done, I'll run the items with pre-bids. Thank you, Rag. $19.10. I don't know. It's a kid's book. I don't know what it's about. Doesn't really have any illustrations in it, does it? If it does, it doesn't have many. Anyway, who cares? The cover's what sells this thing. It's got a little kid and a jack-o'-lantern. Every Boy's Library 1910, pretty nice condition on that hardcover book. And it's running 10 seconds. Nice bright colors, no damage. Dated 1910. Thank you, Lady Jean. That one is yours. Welcome in if you just joined. I'm going down through the requests. On Saturday evenings, I do a request show where I just, or a preview show where I just show everything that I'm going to run in today's sale and then on Wednesday's ephemera sale. And people send me requests via whatnot messages, and then I run them like I am now. So this is a Wedgwood pitcher. It's got a dog as a handle, and it's kind of got a silver chrome finish up there. No damage, nice condition. Probably 6 or 8 inches tall. And that is running. Any other Halloween? I don't think today. I might have a little bit of Halloween stuff on my website beforetimes.shop. I usually do, but that stuff sells pretty quick. Thank you, Lisa. That one is yours. Oh yes, yes I do, lady. Um, I've got Halloween decorations that are available for Wednesday on my ephemerid show. If you watch the preview, after this show's over today, I will crop the video down just the Wednesday stuff. And there's a crepe paper skeleton and a crepe paper black cat. Hey, Ghost. Can you see the doorknob set? Yes. It's not really a set, it's just something somebody stuck together. Two separate doorknobs. Starting bid on everything is $5. But I'm doing requests right now. And I've got quite a few, and so it'll be a while before I take requests from out there. So this is a Motorola tube radio. Did not test it. It's a battery set. Uh, so it's basically decorative unless you take it somewhere and have someone wire it up because it took those big old batteries. Um, if you go, Yummy, if you go to the item, there should be a buy now button. I think is what it looks like. So I'm going to run this. It is mid-century Motorola portable radio. It's a tube radio. And that is running. 1950s Motorola portable radio with a tweed case outer. Ophelia, I'm not, thank you, Rag. I'm not sure what code you're talking about, but yeah, you put the codes in the wall. And if you bought stuff from me or you watched long enough, like Lisa just unlocked newbie, you can go up there to the little crown and get rewards. Oh yeah, on my website, everything's just 30% off today. But if you've won a gift code in the past, you can put it in when you're checking out and save whatever the gift code was too. So this is the next item. These are a little bit scuffed up, but they're lucite grapes. And I hope the color is coming across uh, there. They're kind of a, I don't know, wine color. Uh, Bishy, should we interrupt the flow of things and do the doorknob, or we'll let Bishy decide? I'm doing requests right now, and I'm trying to keep the same format every week. These things are heavy. I got to make it 5 pounds because if somebody buys this, it doesn't buy anything else. And it is running. Lucite mid-century grapes. Add you to the list. Okay, I'll throw it down in the order. Thank you, Lake Jane. There's a bunch of stuff left before we get to that, but that was the last heavy item, I believe. Um, so it, the stuff will go pretty quick, and we'll get to those doorknobs. Okay, back to light items. We've got about 25 items left that were requested. I didn't even see that, Bishy. I got it down there. Okay. I don't think this is signed. It was probably made in India. It has some age to it. We'll say India or Middle Eastern. It's probably Middle Eastern, but it's got some sort of agate stone there. Poker belt buckle. Is it in the buy now? So this is running on the very nice old, probably Middle Eastern bone and brass bracelet with a giant agate stone of some sort. If it's just in the buy now, you can just make an offer on it or buy it. I can't pull the buy it now stuff out. It's in a completely separate room to show that stuff. But if you click on the pictures, you can see pretty much what it is. Thank you, Lisa. A lot of times my pictures are better than better than what they look like by me holding them up here. Unsigned, probably Victorian or turn of the century. I don't know, porcelain or ceramic, china, something. Shaving cup with flowers on it. And that is running. 10 seconds, no damage. A little bit of wear to the plated or cold painted gilding around the rim. Thank you, Rag. The next thing is a brass giraffe. Unsigned, solid brass. It's a heavy little guy. Bish, she requested two things that we discussed before the show that I might not put in the show, and I didn't because they were ginormous. So giraffe is running. Nice old patina on it. The stop sign was not. Thank you, Ray. Yeah, I tried to in the preview uh, mention that some things weren't going to be $5 in the other room. Part of that was due to the packaging extremes that would be required. Nice old, very thin, kind of a decorated, probably Victorian or turn of the century little bud vase. And that is running. No chips or anything. Little haziness. Probably be cleaned if you want to clean things. Thank you, Rag. Hand blown cranberry little bud vase with applied clear decoration around the middle there. No damage. And that is running. Anything ladies fashion related. Well, I sold that mid-century purse earlier. Um, I don't think I have much in the way of that today. Thank you, Reg. Well, I have a Guns N' Roses concert T-shirt hanging over there. If you're a lady who likes Guns N' Roses, run Guns N' Roses. I will. I'll throw this down here and add it to the list of requests. And I'm going to run this guy. Somebody requested this. It's cool. It's Japanese redware, and it was a souvenir from Niagara Falls. But it doesn't have its buddy, so it's just a salt or a pepper. Um, but no damage. I'm going to set him right there and run it. So you're bidding on that alligator I just showed you, and I'm going to run over and get the Guns N' Roses shirt and put it in line before I forget about it. So the alligator I just showed is running. Thank you, Rag. And this little chain bank is next. This is the way I found him. His arm is scotch taped to him. So I'm guessing he doesn't work or his arm is loose. But pretty nice condition, other than his whatever thing is there. So that is running on the J chain. Butterfly is coming with its echo device. Can you turn that down, please? No. Yes. Oh, it drives me crazy. Thank you, Chip and Sissy. Small and resin cleaner with yeah, I got them. Oh, okay, you go. Okay. Bishy says hi, butterfly. Hi. She's getting her farmer clothes on, she says. So these are Yellentown locks. And I'm not going to demonstrate, but they do work. They are rusty. They need cleaned up if you want them to look not like that. But two keys come with it. One is for each lock. They both keys don't work both locks. They're separate locks. This is the way I found them, but those keys just come off at that. And they are heavy. These are considerable size, like pancake locks. And it is running. And they do have the Yale in Town stamp on them. Kind of hard to see, but a little bit rusty. And if for nothing else, I mean, you can't beat $5 for two padlocks. If you went and bought new padlocks like this at Ace or True Value, you'd probably be spending 50 or $60 for something of that quality. Thank you, Bradley. I had to buy a padlock a couple years ago for a storage unit, and I was dumbfounded when I went to buy one. Well, that was probably better than having to do other things during the war. Nice little birdie paperweight. Don't know anything about it. It is what it is. I don't see any damage. It's got some orange inclusions in it. And that is running. I just added some production award pins to my military show later in the month. Thank you, Lady Jean. I think I don't know, you can see my other auctions if you're interested in military stuff. I started adding stuff to it. I added a Civil War CDV, a soldier's picture, the other day. Um, I don't know. It's all going to be military stuff, though. And if you've never been to those, I run them in the ephemera category, and I usually have a lot of old military photos, and I usually do them in lots. It's not like I sell each individual picture from World War One and World War Two in that era. I usually get a pile of them. So key ring with lots of keys. And that is running. You get the ring and the keys. Thank you, Greg. Yes, welcome in. If you're just new here, I'm running requests that were made from last night's preview and some that have been requested from what they can see in the background. If you really have to go, I can run it right now. I I'll run it right now since you have to go. I don't know how old this is. What is it? It's a Toltecs large, made in Mexico. This is probably not an original, but it's got some age to it. Only yeah, only one cheesecake party per show. Repeat customers, it also affects whether I jump the line too. Um, I don't see any damage to it. Um, Guns N' Roses Night Train T-shirt. It is running. You went outside? Yep. Okay, dear. Have fun. Be a farmer. Size large. A little bit fading to the black, just like you like them. So it doesn't look like you just went to Walmart and bought a reproduction. Nice and broken in. Thank you, Lady Jane. That one is yours. Okay, back to the list. The thing I was just about to hold up is a gear shift knob, and I think it's from a Saab. And I got it and some of the car stuff. None of the rest of the car stuff was requested. Um, but I got it from an auction of some race car driver who apparently died. Um, I did not acquire enough racing stuff to oh, Lady Jane, I thought you were somebody else then if you weren't following me. There's another Lady Jane that uh used to come in a lot. But thank you. So anyway, race car driver. I don't know who he was, but apparently he was a professional race car driver. That he drove for Saab. I got this, and I got these Saab cowbells that were from like the Tour de France promotional things, and a couple, just a few other car things. But anyway, leather covered. It it is what it is. It's got wear to it, but it was probably something because he saved it. It's running. I know. I got that cowbell and I put it there for him, and then he never showed up. We did show up once, and he didn't say more cowbell. I assume it's a he. Thank you, Rag. Okay, another doily lot. And these are all miniature doilies, and they're all about the same. How many you get? Butterflies letting the chickens out. I don't see any damage. I found these in a plastic bag from some estate, but they're all pretty much the same. You can craft with them. Get the whole stack. And those are running. Is it nice and warm everywhere now? It finally warmed up a little bit in Pennsylvania. It's not warm out. It looks warm. It's supposed to be warm at some point. Thank you, Rag. All right, the next request is this lot of little bottles. And these bottles have stuff in them. There's watch parts and jewelry making crystals and rhinestones and cabochons. They're in adorable little bottles with screw caps. And you're going to get all, what is that, five? All five of them. They are glass. Looks like they got brass with plating caps that screw on. Steampunk. Yeah, you could make steampunk stuff if you're doing tiny stuff. These two are watch parts, but you get all five of them, and that is running. And I will do a buyer giveaway after the requests are done. Um, and then I will do the pre-listed stuff that have pre-bids. There's not much in the pre-listed stuff. Thank you, Deb. But scroll down through that, and if there's something you want me to run, make sure it has a pre-bid. Okay, the next lot is this lot of photos. I'm not gonna show them all in great detail. It's gonna be a surprise lot. Oh, that's kind of neat. It's taken on a train and it's going around a curve. You can see back there the whole way around the curve, the train. Um, Well, you might want to tag her now because this is stuff that she requested, Fishy. The lace is next. I told her she was going to have to start revolving her entire weekend around this crap so that she didn't miss it. Oh, the bird is back, slamming itself off the window. If I take the phone off the cradle, it'll stop doing it. Look at a turkey farm there. But I'm gonna run it, and if you keep bidding, I'll keep showing them. Otherwise, you're gonna get largely a mystery, and that is running. One day last week, I did photo drops in the morning. I might do that again someday this week, where I just drop them for a minute or so and see what you get. I made a resolution this year to try to stay ahead, or at least somewhat caught up with my ephemera. Because if I don't try to unload it, it piles up, and then I've got a massive amount. Thank you, Junkie. You made it. So a lot of those are going to be a surprise. And the next item is a can of, I don't know, edging, lacy stuff. I'm not going to give you the can because it doesn't have a lid and it's a nondescript tin. We're just going to keep the tin here so we can put more crap in it. So you're going to get everything that's in the tin, not the tin. It's just a blank tin that doesn't have a lid anyway. Lacy stuff. Somebody wrapped it around a TV guide or something. It's going to make it heavier. Oh, an Avon catalog. But a whole bunch of that. And then whatever that is in the bag. Shelf issue. I don't know how that started, but go into shows and people see me and they make comments about me liking lace. A little bit of foxing on the card too. Don't know if you can clean it. It's dead people stuff. That's got some. It's pre-coffee. It's already coffee stained or tea stained for you. So you get all those and whatever that is. Not the tin. Oh, Butterfly said I look good in lace. Butterfly doesn't. I've never worn lace. It's dried blood. It could be. Looks more like dried bile to me, but so you're gonna get everything I just showed you. So if you just come in, you're not gonna get to see it all. I'm just gonna hold this up, and this is the only thing that's going in the bag right now because that whole pile won't fit in my envelope. Thank you, Junkie. I assume, based on what I've seen other people selling of craft supplies, that is a good deal. Coming up, Junkie, is a swing line stapler, a one of those hand thing label makers, a lot of cabinet cards, and hair nets. The lot of hair nets I added some to as well. So swing line 77B stapler. I didn't test it. Oh, it's got staples. We can test it. And then it won't work on everyone. It does work. It staples. Look at that. and it comes with staples. Nice blue color, minimal surface wear, no damage. A little bit of paint loss. That's it. And it's running. And it comes with enough staples for you to staple that many things. Thank you, Junkie. And next up is one of these label makers. I don't know what they're called. Oh, it's a Dymo. So it's a more modern vintage. Whoops. It had label in it, it just flew out. I assume it works. Oh yeah, look, it works. Look, Bishy, it works. But it comes with all those different labels. Was this a Bishy? I didn't get it there. I probably got it from Butterfly throwing it at me and telling me it was mine. I don't think I won it. Anyway, Dymo working label maker that you squeeze with your hand. It is running. It comes with all those different colors of labels so you can craft with it or put labels on everything. Thank you, Bishy. Is jerk an upgrade or a downgrade from ass hat that you usually call me? Welcome in. If you just joined me, I'm still doing requests. You're gonna get this whole lot of cabinet cards. How clear that one is. Crisp. So you get that whole lot. Oh, there's some that are identified. Ooh, that's an interesting back. Maybe they're all identified. I added some interesting photos to the photographs category on my website. If you guys are into photos, if you check that occasionally, the newest stuff I list in each category shows up first. So you're getting those, you're getting the whole lot, how many ever there were. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Good deal, Brad Leo. Thank you. All right, now the hairnets. The hairnets were on the shelf, and I added some to the lot, make it a little bit bigger. The girl holding the kitten in the basket. I don't know what you're talking about. Hairnets? A hairnet? Or a photo? Oh, junkie. Is that who said that? text me and remind me. I know where it's at, or I know where I sorted her out into into the kids or cats category of my divider thing. But I can find her for you, but I won't remember it unless you text me, and I'll save it out for you. Send it with your other stuff. All right, you're getting this whole lot of hair nets. There's a whole bunch of them. New old stock, unused, unopened. They're all still in there. Probably 1930s, 40s era, give or take. Get the whole pile. You need hair nets. There's a bunch of them. Oh, that one's got pearls in it. So decorative hair nets. And rag, thank you. You also get, as a special prize for winning the hair nets, you get the pre-price $1 headgear comb away gray, still sealed. Thing to make white-haired guys look younger, I guess. You need that. You need it for yourself or for your hubby. I don't know how it works, so you'll have to let us know. All right, this is a pretty neat little book here. Lee's Priceless Recipes 3,000 Secrets for the Home, Farm, Laboratory, Workshop, and every department of human endeavor. So, wide range of uses there. It's not in perfect condition. It's got a repair to that binding. A little bit of separation there. This is a fairly scarce book, but you can learn about all sorts of stuff. It's got recipes, mending, polishing, storing and curing of vegetables, how to make stove polish. What's the date on this? I don't see a date. That page is out of order. It's like page 60 just floating around there. Priceless recipes. 1895. So 130 years old. Let's see if page 60 is in here. We'll stick the page right back where it was supposed to be. So not perfect, but a nice old book. 1895, 130 years old. All sorts of secrets, whether it's your home or lab or your farm. $18.95. Welcome in. If you just joined me, I'm doing requests that were requested for my preview last night. Every week I do a preview on Saturday night and then post it to my Facebook and YouTube. And people send requests with screenshots of the items on my shelves. Thank you, Lisa. And the next item, somebody requested this with question marks. And the person that requested this, I think I ignored you. I think I forgot and just pulled this and then didn't say what this was. That was a neat book. Hey, Bath Bomb. I tagged you the other day. Somebody was selling military stuff. I didn't know if you were still into it or available. So this is what this was on the shelf, and this is what the question mark was to that person that did that. It is a voiceograph, and there's two of them. They are records, and they're kind of like cardboard. And you would have went somewhere that had a voiceograph recorder, and you could have recorded a message, and then you'd mail it in this thing, and they would mail it. Usually, it was overseas or something, and you could mail messages home. These do have grooves on this side, so they probably have something recorded on them. I don't know what. There is a little bit of crazing to the surface, as you can see on that one. This one looks pretty nice. You're getting both records in the envelope, and whatever mystery messages are on here, you can. It could have been recorded at 45 or 78 RPM. I don't know which, but it does look like there's grooves on it. And that is running. A lot of times they use these in the military, um, but a lot of times the military stuff had military marks on it. They also had different companies that would advertise on the labels. Thanks, Jackbone. And the next item is Mrs. Twinkle the Hedgehog, Mrs. Twinkie Winkle, or something like that. I had to Google her. I didn't even know what she was. Oh, Butterfly. We got invited to Gwenny's birthday party. It's like in a week or two. It had a hedgehog theme. She just invited me today, and somebody requested this. Um, Apparently, Gwenny wants a hedgehog, but I don't know what this is from. But I think it's Mrs. Twinkie Winkle or Twinkle Winky or something. I don't know. It's supposed to be a stuffed hedgehog. It's running. A little bit of staining. The tag is pretty nondescript. It says for 0 to 18 months. There, we can give that to Gwenny. She'll like some dead person's Twinkie Winkle. And then she'll be disappointed that she didn't get a real hedgehog. She'll cry. All right, the next thing is 5 pages from a photo album. I found these loose. You're going to get all 5 pages. I'm going to show all 5 pages. These look like they're probably from the 20s. Uh, this evening, I will be doing more. I'll be doing 5 photo albums, 4 photo albums, and then one lot of snapshot folios at 7 o'clock from one estate. I haven't looked at them yet. Um, I opened them to verify that they were in there. So we're see if there's something neat in them. But I'm just going to do buck and go on them. But I'm going to show them first tonight. But these are up right now. You're going to get all 5 of these pages. Oh my, sneaky baby. So that's two. Oh, there's a neat one. Kid with a football or rugby ball or something and a helmet. There's a cyanotype with little kids in a wagon. That's three. Another cyanotype with a little kid in a wagon. And obviously, these are glued to the pages, and the pages are brittle. Getting all 5 pages. So I'm running it. It is running. You get all 5 pages from that photo album. Looks like from the 1920s. And like I said, I'll be back tonight at 7 o'clock with some photo albums that I have not looked through. And I'm hoping there's something neat inside of them. There's 4 big albums or 4 full albums, and then a lot of 7 little snapshot binder folios. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. That is yours. And we're running down to the end of the requests here. We got 3 more. And then after I do these last 3, I'll do a buyer's givey and ask if there's something else you want me to sell that's right there. And then I'll do the pre-listed stuff. So somebody put this together. I mean, it's really a doorknob, but they wouldn't have been together probably. Probably would have been both brass or both glass. No damage, though. Pretty nice condition. And that is running. On the glass and brass doorknob set. Okay, Bishop. That no more putting things ahead. We gotta learn. We learn our lesson every week. Brass. And you wonder what when they request things and they disappear. What show are they going into? I mean, there's some stuff here today that I've lost like considerable amounts of money on. There was some halfway decent stuff. What is somebody selling that's great that they couldn't wait 20 minutes? So we're gonna go with this one. I think this was somebody else. This is pretty neat. It's like a compact with it's got the powder puff in it. It's got the mirror, and it's got some powder. It's probably full of asbestos. I don't know that. But I don't see a maker's name. Yeah, it's a nice condition, but it's messy. Chainmail bottom on it. Yeah, it's messy. It's got a big, that's a big puff in there. It is running. See how big that thing was? It's thick. Oh, thank you, Deb. So that concludes the request portion of the show today. I'm going to start a buyer's giving, and then if there's any other requests, the squirrel. He's by himself though. He's a little salt shaker, but he's adorable. But there's only him. Flat rate box of stuff. Oh, you want me to run the squirrel? Okay, I'll run the squirrel. It's like redware or clay or something. No stopper. He's got no buddy. He's by himself. But he is awesome. It's running. And then we'll do the white-headed nails. I'm not sure what they were used for. Thanks, Don. They've got like porcelain tops on them, I think, or glass. But you're gonna get the whole tray. They're steel nails with like a copper finish almost. Oh, this one come off. So that's what the nails look like. I think they're glass. I don't know. I uh I googled them and can't remember exactly what they were. But you're gonna get the whole tray, and they are running. Um, I'm gonna do the. I didn't start the buyer's giveaway, did I? I'm gonna start that. 9ED. Is that the ginormous one? Okay. See, somebody knows what they are. Thank you, Bad Phone. Okay, now I'm gonna start the buyer giveaway. And this buyer giveaway will be for $5 off a whatnot show of mine in the future. And they changed it. If you missed it earlier, they changed it, and now I can assign them to all the shows. So from today on, when you win a gift code, you can use it at any one of my shows. You don't have to show up for the next Sunday show. You could show up for Wednesday. You could show up for a pop up. You could show up to I don't know, an 8-track show, or use a buy now or whatever. They're not specific to a show anymore, which is nice. And it'll also be for $15 off at my website, beforetimes.shop. Thank you, Silver Age. Uh, on Sundays, I usually have a sale. Today it's 30% off on my website. You can use any of the coupons you've got in the past for giveaways and save even more. I'm going to do the pre-listed stuff that has pre-bids here in just a bit. So if there's something you want me to run that I missed, I think I got all the requests, or something you can see right there in front of you, I can run it here in the next minute or so, or a few minutes, and then I'm going to do the pre-listed stuff that has pre-bids. So look down through the pre-listed stuff, and if there's anything you want me to run, make sure it has at least one pre-bid. Last I looked, there was, I don't know, 5 or 6 items that had pre-bids. Looks like there's about 5 items. And the one box is the big box, 35 pounds of ephemera. Um, somebody has bid on that. I will run that very last. During that sale I had where I did all the flat rate boxes, I forgot to list that one. So I just stuck it in a different show. Uh, but we'll do that last, and I'll do the rest of the buyer's giveaways while that one is running. But getting the buyer's giveaway, and if you have any requests from the last night's preview or the preview video, put them in the chat. Oh, and I promised I would pan around when I was done with the pre-bids too. So I'll pan these white shelves, scan the shelves one time after the pre-listed stuff. And there's not many pre-bids on the pre-listed stuff. There's only like 5 of them, I think. So that's not going to take very long. And then we'll scan over these shelves. There's a full sized egg beater there. Like that's a real one. And then there's a couple little toy ones. Were you interested in the real one or the toy one or any of them? Okay. I think I had some different kinds in the other room, but I don't know. I touched it. No offers whatsoever today. Uh, you guys that bought stuff and paid full price, I appreciate that. There's always stuff in my buy now. We started adding new stuff. So there's only 100 and some things. There's not the several thousand that was in there before. Get in the buyer's givey. You got 3 seconds if you want. Bath bomb lady, congratulations, you win. Okay. So if you want to give it today, I will message you after the show with codes for whatnot as well as for my website. So we're gonna walk across the room and do the pre-listed stuff. So we got 5AG. And still no pre-bid tab on the iPhone. And I'm not dragging my computer over here, so I'm going to search for them. Don't have that many though today, so it ought to be easy to find them. All right. These things, all this stuff that's in the pre-listed stuff, other than the big box of 34 pounds or whatever, you can see this stuff probably better if you look at my pictures than me showing it to you. But this is a matching set, a child's uh, charm bracelet, and it's got some verdigris, and it's brass links and a matching charm necklace with little colored animals. I think they're metal. They're not magnetic. I think they're probably aluminum. I don't know. They look like the metal to me. Probably like some sort of die cast. Whoops, I think. But you get both of them. You get the necklace and the matching bracelet. It is running 10 seconds on the set charm bracelet and necklace. Thank you, Al. Those are yours. Congratulations on unlocking newbie status. You can use the rewards that are up there at the crown on them. So 5AU. Whoops, we're going out of order here. I got 5AU in my hand, so this is a French, probably silver plated. I don't see any silver composition markings on it. And some sort of glass pink beads. Nice looking old crucifix or rosary. No damage that I could see. And it had a pre-bid and it is running. And use your zoom if you have to get a better idea of it. Or just look at the pictures. The pictures are pretty high def down there in the bottom. Thanks for the follow, SP. Made in France. Thank you, Lisa. And the next one's going to be 5AS, and it's another rosary. And it has blue glass beads, and it was made in Italy. And this one's nice heavy rosary. Glass beads. No damage. It's got some rub wear on the back of it through the plating to the brass. Like I said, this one's, whoops, made in Italy. And that is running. And welcome in if you just joined me. I'm doing the pre-listed stuff that has pre-bids. And when we get through that, I'll scan the shelves one time and take requests for $5 starts. Thank you, Al. And I'm just going to do the little shelves that I was standing in front of before. In future weeks, I'll go into the other rooms and scan some other shelves. But I've got a show tonight at 7 o'clock selling paper, selling some photo albums. So I can't sell all day. Pretty nice Charles of the Ritz compact with the puff. Can't do it one-handed. A little bit of powder in there. Mirror looks nice. There's a little bit of wear to this enamel, but it isn't bad. I mean, you can see the reflection of me in it. So, it's got powder all over it. But it comes in the pouch. Charles of the Ritz is running. Good deal, Rag. Thank you. We got bids on 9AA. Okay. We get 9AA and 9AB. And this is a gallon size Ziploc baggie full of necklaces. And it looks like it's mostly bead necklaces. There might be some pins in there too and some other stuff. I'm guessing the vast majority of it will be wearable. It's not bits and pieces. Uh, there might be some wear, some damage to some of them. But when I made these baggies up, I pulled them out of the stuff that I thought was wearable. I'm not going to pull these all out. You're just going to bid based on what you can see. Vintage stuff, you can wear it all at once, Dover. Did you schedule any shows for us yet, Dover? She's gonna stop coming in because I harass her about not having shows every time she's here. I'm gonna run it. It is running. We all miss you, Dover. I know what you're thinking. Well, you should buy something when I have a show, then I would have more shows. But Dover, I'm poor. Get over my poverty or get over the desire to see Dover shows. Thank you, Al. That one is yours. And the same deal for AB. Same, it's about the same size bag and everything. Some Aurora Borealis beads in there. Looks like some 80s stuff. Probably some mid-century stuff. It's mostly bead necklaces. There's one with apple beads, apparently. So this is 9AB, and it is running. One apple bead. That's it. Thank you, Purple Turtle. Don't know if you're here, Purple Turtle, or whether you just pre-bid, but thank you. Okay, so the next item is going to be the last item before I scan the shelves. Hey, Purple, I didn't see you come in. I'm horrible about welcoming people. I have hundreds of people that stop by, and then most of them leave because I don't say hi to them. I'm very bad at multitasking. You're sneaky. Well, I'm gonna stick around for a second, Purple. Oh, I can't do anything because Ganar is live and was taking up the top of my screen. I can't believe they haven't fixed that. Why would anyone want to see who else is selling while you're in the middle of a live show and take up half of your buttons? Where was I? Ranting. Uh, there's a buyer giveaway running. Purple is a prolific giveaway winner. So rant number 2. I didn't even rant about Green 13's random rambling yet. So forget. I'm gonna pin this. Uh, this is a giant box of ephemera. Whoops! I got that real photo postcard in the wrong auction. Oh well, it's gonna stay here now. It's pinned. This is a giant box of ephemera. I I try to keep my ranting down to a minimal amount. What is this? 35 pounds. And it's like really 35 pounds. I weighed it. I'm going to start this and I'm going to run it for 5 minutes. We're going to do 4 minutes. We don't get through it. We don't get through it. It's a $1 start. It's it's not Valentine's porn. It's from 2001. That one is. Movies filmed in Ireland. Movie, video, and Hollywood Collectibles is what that magazine is. And there's an older version. I'm probably not going to get through all this, but these are like thick newspaper type things. Oh, fuzzies. Look at that. Yeah, I can't do anything about the shipping. It weighs 35 pounds. But there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Look how big the box is. It had 10. This box is big enough to have had 10 pounds of onion rings in it. So Life magazine, Music City News, more Music City News, Life, Return of the Dead Man, Red Man from 1967. There's some vintage advertising. Oh, look at all the advertising. And it's in plastic, ready for you to stick prices on and stick it at your booth or cut up and make things out of. There's Aunt Jemima. Apparently, Aunt Jemima's okay to. I heard they were gonna bring back Aunt Jemima since people aren't woke anymore, apparently. But there's a ton of this. I would rather have onion rings myself. But look, there's a whole big stack of it. And then there's some advertising calendars. Maybe those are American Doll or something. A 1985 Colonial Recipe Calendar. Yeah, this isn't flat rate. This is stuff that a lot of this won't fit in a flat rate. Toys for Tots calendar. Whole bunch of calendars. More calendars. More calendars. More calendars. There's tons of calendars in here. If you like calendars, Nickel Plate Railroad calendars. I made this box up like 2 months ago. Can't even remember what was in there. Some maps, posters. There's the Himalaya maps. More maps. More maps. Old maps. I don't know what's in there. Something in an envelope. Oh, look at that. It looks like there's old maps in there. Can't see in there. I'm never going to get through this, but it's going to sell for whatever it sells for. Lots of resale value here if you've got a booth or an antique store or something. Bradley, congratulations, you win. See, there's still a ton of stuff in there. Got 9 seconds left. There's some car books and thank you, Bath Bomb. Yeah, I think Bath Bomb will do okay with that.
That was a rough 40 cents. Thank goodness I got recycled boxes for free because it cost about $1.50 for one of those boxes that size. Is that all the pre-bids? That's all the pre-bids. All right. Pre-listed items are closed. Should we do a poll, Bishy? Do we want to scan the shelves and take requests for $5 starts, or do we just want to? Sure, you want to do a poll, or you want to scan the shelves? Okay, making the poll. There's a poll. At least half of you say you want me to do the scanning. I'll scan the shelves. If not, we'll just call it a day, and I'll go ship stuff. And while you guys are voting, I will start another buyer giveaway. No offers. The giveaway will be for $5 off of future Whatnot show from me, and $15 off at my website beforetimes.shop. The coupon for my website expires at the end of June. And on Sundays like today, I have 30% off, so you can use it on a Sunday and save even more. As far as I know, there is no expiration date on the Whatnot coupons. And if you missed me saying it earlier, they changed it. You used to have to identify a specific show where the coupons were to be used. The Givey hides the poll. All right. Well, the scanning is winning by a long way. So I'll end the poll here in a sec. But if you're a seller, check out the new coupon thing, because now that you can give coupons to people that work anytime, I think it's going to be a lot more useful to people that are selling on here. Because I can award prizes and people don't have to show up to a specific show. And then also, if you ever use coupons and then something happens and you have an emergency or something and have to cancel a show, they now apply to other shows. You don't have to go back and tell everybody that had a coupon which show to go to. So it seems to be an improvement that they actually made that makes sense. But there is no expiration date on them now. So theoretically, if somebody saves up enough like coupon codes from people from sellers like me that give them away for giveaways, theoretically, like 6 months from now, Purple Turtle could come in and like buy everything at the show, and I would have like a negative balance, and nobody would get anything because Purple Turtle wins a lot. I can't end the poll on the iPhone. If you're not a seller on here, keep that in mind. If you want to be a seller, you need like 3 different devices to run one of these shows. I don't know how to end the poll now. There is no place where it says to end the poll. Maybe it's being hidden. All right, the winner is being drawn. They're working on it, Dover. Congratulations, Chip and Sissy, you win. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's a couple more purple. I'll do the rest here after we do the scanning. All right, welcome in. If you haven't been here, everything but so far was by request. I have a request show scheduled for next Saturday where I pan over all the shelves and the rooms that I have open with shelves, and then people send me requests, and that's what we did this morning was requests. Uh, I'm gonna pan over the stuff. If there's something you want me to run, tell me, and I'll pull it down and we will run it after I done scanning. But I'm only gonna do these shelves. If you watch the preview, I had other shelves in other rooms, but I'm only gonna do these shelves now. I'll go relatively slow. $5 starts. The bumbling boxing, the one guy doesn't work. He gets his ass kicked by the other guy pretty good because the other guy actually boxes. It's like a giant Viking paperweight or something, and that paperweight has a laser engraved dragon in it, I think. His Bumblebee tuna, the metal thing. You want that? That is a dial plate from a Majestic floor model radio from probably the 20s or 30s. The red hand. Get the red hand. And I'm going to get the green car. Those are Kodak film or lens cases. Oh, I didn't run that, Dawn. I missed one. That was you requested that, or somebody did. I didn't pull it down because it was over there, and I figured that's where I was putting stuff, and I'd remember, and I didn't. Thanks, Bishy. Diecast truck. That's mostly full of Lincoln cents. That is an old, very rough Bible from the 1800s. That's an old medical book. Oh, I thought you changed your mind on the hedgehog. Yeah, we did hedgehog, but nobody bought it. Oh, it's okay. Rough Longfellow book with prints in it. Girl's photo. That's like a boarded photo or maybe a cabinet card that is somebody encased in glass. I'll add that. I got some other rosaries here. You were scrubbing a headstone, like cleaning it or making a rub thing like they do. Okay, I can rerun the hedgehog. It's over there though. car? The taxi car? Which car emblems? All of them? I can't reach my, but unplug. What's that attached to the shelf? Attached to what shelf? Oh, this is an advertising thermometer. Well, we're going up. This is the crane car doesn't have any wheels, but we'll add it. Um, this is why I like the previews. If you've never seen my previews before, I just do previews and then people send scanned screenshots. Get the doll. This is why you like scanning. You like to watch me suffer, I know. Those are really cool. The original box sucks. It's like all bunged up and damaged, but those are like pristine. Stanley atomic bomb salt and pepper shakers, real cool mid-century looking things. What's the Garfield? It's just the Garfield. I can't read it. 1981 or something. Just a Garfield figure. Purple cup. It's Papa. Probably German. We'll add it down there. Pontiac. I don't think so, purple. There was probably Pontiac sales brochures and stuff in that giant 35-pound box. You see something you want me to run, just put it in the chat. The ink. All right. There's a whole bunch of it. The car. Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Love the photos. Does that mean you want me to run them? The blue one is a snake toy. Tiny baby doll. And we're on to the last little part here, the last little shelf. Yes, it was a wax seal that says SN. Do you want me to add that? Okay. Bishy, do you want that? Is that what you're saying? I'll run those together. That one's a 65 half, and this one is a proof. Dover, did you watch the preview? I've got coins on my ephemeral wall over there in the Super Saver or Blue Seals folder. There's quite a bit of silver in there. Somebody put proof coins in it, and I don't think anybody knew what it was. I showed people the other day in the preview, but not everybody watches that. So most of this stuff over here is gone. That's like a logbook ledger. You want pokey? Which bell? That's that bell. That sounds like a cowbell like they do at bike races. Yeah, Dover. That one's probably really loud. That was pretty clanky. You want the first one? Okay, the Staffordshire dogs are sold. That little guy's not sold. Yeah, the big wooden one. Yeah, it's over there. It'll still be there. I won't sell it till next week. These are Thomas Kincaid houses. And there's an old early Davy Crockett, the big thick Little golden book. You don't know what name means or what that means. Thomas Kincaid, he's the painter of light. He's the one that, like, 25 or 30 years ago painted all those paintings that were like super realistic, and they had like if it was a painting of that cottage, it looked like there was really light coming from the windows. Ask your cousin about him. It was funny. A week or so ago at yeah, the lighthouse. A week or so ago at an auction, there was a real nice framed one. It was big, and I don't know what it was. Picture of some building with light, and the auctioneer couldn't get $1 for it. And then we went to an auction later in the day, and there was one there, and somebody paid $18 for a tiny one that was not as nice. I wish I would have bought that one for $1. I'll bet I could have flipped it for 15 to the person that paid 18. But they were happy. Okay, so that was pretty much the and you bought the houses, yes. I'm gonna since nobody buys them, I'm gonna stick them in the chicken run, and the chickens can stand on them, and we'll take artistic looking photos that are slightly amusing of our chickens standing on the houses. Okay, so that was the scanning. I'm going to start running the stuff that was requested. I'm going to start with this calendar days of the year. It was requested and I forgot. And then I'll try to get everything people requested right now and try to do it quick so you guys can go to somebody else's show. It's like some sticker residue on there, but it's got a stand and it's got a calendar in there. Don't want to ruin it. 1924. This picture, you can change it and put whatever you want in there. Neat Art Nouveau design. So we're going back to the lightweight, and that is running. Oh, 4 minutes. Dawn. Now we gotta stand here for 4 minutes. Oh, I'll start a giveaway. Damn it. Get the bells and Blaze song. All righty. Just 3 minutes and 12 seconds until the next auction. I'm not scanning out the window. I'm sorry. I'm working my way back up to bigger shows. We might scan the other room later. See, my problem is once all my boxes and envelopes and stuff are over here. I know. We'll do the Mrs. Twinkie Winkle next. Uh-oh. Now my laptop shut off. What happened? Mrs. Twinkie Winkle was headbanging. That's why my phone's not charging. My power strip's not on. See, bitchy, I told you I need a babysitter. I don't know what's happening. We got enough power to get through all this. We're not doing an 11 and a half hour marathon. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Dawn's trying to be patriotic and reverend or whatever, and it reminded me that, yeah, this stuff won't ship until Tuesday. Dawn, I don't know if she's still there. She was putting flags out on the cemetery today, she said earlier. And Dawn has a Memorial Day show. Dawn's neighbor was killed in Vietnam. I don't know if I can change the time. I think, I don't know if Butterfly's listening. I think Butterfly's grandfather died in World War II. Was it your grandfather in World War II? I don't know why I'm holding that up still. Change the time. Change the time. Change the time. Okay, we're gonna go back to 10 seconds. This is Twinkie Winkle or whatever her name is. Is running on the stuffed hedgehog. Thank you, Dawn. I'm sorry to be with the granddaughter. I don't I don't think I know anybody personally. Anybody that I knew. Our town has those banners that they put up with the soldiers on them, but the ones I've seen, they were all people. I don't know any of them. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, we're back to 10 seconds now. So all right, we're gonna do choice of these. That looks like that. It was attached to something at some point, but I believe this is a Monte Carlo. It looks like it was on the front of a car for quite some time. I think that's Oldsmobile. I don't know what it is. I think it went on the side of the car. I can't remember. I looked these up. These had some value. I was hoping people would request them and they'd go crazy. But you guys requested them now. So there's a Camaro, and that's a Mustang. So your choice of the four, and that is running. So Mustang, Camaro, good deal, Dover. What's the Camaro? Do you want any of the other ones, Dover? Dover, how many you want the Mustang? You just want to tip me and I'll throw it in with that package. You want pin? Was that a Buick? I thought that was Oldsmobile. Was that Buick? Thank you, Dover. Okay, I'll run it again, Purple. You guys are supposed to bid each other up so I can buy Bubba food. I was thinking that was Oldsmobile. You asked earlier if I had Pontiac stuff, and I knew that was there, but I didn't know it was Pontiac. I'm not very knowledgeable. Thank you, Purple. Okay, do this. Again, it's either a cabinet card or almost a cabinet card size. Might be a little bit bigger boarded photo of these two women. It's under glass. Somebody taped it all up like that a long time ago so they could hang it. And that is running. Obviously, the glass is intact. It's pretty nice out today, finally. And after this, we will do, I'm going to do choice of the cars. And pull down all the ones that were requested. This little guy doesn't have anything underneath him. I don't know if he did or not, or did originally or not, but he doesn't now. This is a comic car. I believe it's made by Argo. If it was a friction motor in there, it's not friction anymore. Same deal with this Argo taxi. It probably had numbers that spun, but they're not spinning. I think these were made with a rubber band in there. Oh yeah, see there's rubber band that turn things. And this is the die cast little blue car. It's a Slick Toys Kip. Nice condition, streamlined car. So you're gonna get choice of 1, 2, 3, or 4. And that's running. So tin plate, couple little tin litho Argos, and the die cast Sleek toy. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. Which one would you like? Takes number 3. And we will add the die cast green truck to it. That's a big Tootsie Toy. Chevrolet. Oh, El Camino, duh. So again, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. Takes number 3. And we'll add the, guess this is a truck. This is a Tootsie Toy. Doesn't say what kind it is. It says 1940 on the bottom of it, somebody wrote. Lots of paint wear. Oh, excuse me. So we're adding that to the choice. And that's running. Just say 1, 2, 3, or 4. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. Which one would you like? Takes number 3. Do you want a more beautiful granddaughter? How many do you want? Just hit me and I'll throw them all in. Hit me another $5 and I'll throw all 3 of them in. Fishy. I'm just, where's your, just toss the bell in there for you. They can be your modding services. All right, I'm going to run this wax seal. Uh, can you see what that says? I can't read it. It signed something. Berry Gold. I don't know. But it's got SN for a monogram on it. Old wax seal. It is running. SN. Thank you, Deb. We'll do this little girl. I must have had 2 of these. I know I did one of these before. And the crusty baby. You want the crusty baby to go in with it? Crusty baby going along with it. That's folk art, Dover. It is running. Both of them. And thank you, Deb. Okay, we'll do this hand. Sorry, Dover. I gotta make this. I gotta take this up to the pound rate. I don't know if I can get this to go under. Oh well, I'll just run it the way it is. I don't know. It's wood. I don't know anything about it. Butterfly thought it was neat and thought it would make a good ring display, but the fingers are funky. Like the rings won't go down very far, I think she thought. So she gave it to me and told me to sell it. It's that big. And that is running. Apparently I did, Deb. Maybe I've got more of them. I didn't notice I had 2 up there, but I know I sold one earlier. And I wouldn't have put it back on the shelf. Thank you, Dover. Yeah, because I made the comment that the little dog looked like it was the never-ending story dog. All right, this is a majestic. Uh, that looks like rust, but it's not rust. This is brass. Uh, for a majestic floor model radio, you can do steampunk stuff with it. Neat Art Deco era. It is running. Thank you, Deb. Somebody said something about gum or pokey, and I think I asked if they wanted them, and I never saw them say that. If you want me to run pokey, it's just a tiny one. Just tell me in the chat. Isn't he Pokey? Isn't that his name? All right, you're gonna get both of these. 1965 Kennedy half dollar. I don't know. I don't know my coins. I think it's 40% silver, but you can look it up if you care. And a 1986 Liberty half dollar proof in the box. So you're getting both of those. Dover knows. Thank you, Dover. Yeah, Dover, check out that preview, or send me a message before Wednesday to request those coins. Um, they're on the magnet boards over there in the ephemera area. Okay, you want these? You want the Minnie and Mickey together? I didn't see any damage to them. Um, they're different sizes. The one's like a chocolate mug or whatever. Okay, I'll run them together. I think they're from the 80s, but I don't know for sure. They don't seem to be dated. And they are running. You get Mickey and Minnie, milk glass. That one, Anchor Hawking. That one. Is there any that I missed? Thank you, Dover. Something went wrong. I keep getting messages recently from the whatnot saying that it's hogging my browser. My internet is down, it says. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, well, my internet is down. So I'm going to see if I can do a giveaway from the phone. And that is running on the giveaway. Do the two more giveaways and then we'll rate out. Uh, where are we going, Bishy? I will be back tonight at 7 with photo albums. I'm going buck and go on them. I'm going to show them. There's 5 of them or 4 albums and a lot of 7 little folios. Just doing a buck and go. I have not looked at them yet. I looked at them to verify that there were photos in them because the one is actually a scrapbook, but somebody put photos in it. And hopefully there's something interesting in them, but I'm going to do that tonight at 7 o'clock. And then I will be back Wednesday at 5 with ephemera, and I'll do the request the same way that I did with this stuff. Matter, Bishy. Yeah, screw her. No, I don't care. We can go wherever you want, Bishy. Or I can just pick whoever comes up. Dever, you missed that I was trying to sell printer's blocks for $20 a piece, and I was getting 5 for like 2 dozen of them. Then let's see. Wednesday at 5, I'm doing ephemera. So get your requests in because there's lots of stuff on those magnet boards. That's pretty decent stuff. And every week I'll pull the stuff off to sell it, and I'm also going to pull other stuff off and swap it out for listing on my website and in the buy it now. Um, I should be on pretty much every week for ephemera and Sunday shows, as well as some other ones and pop ups. So if you want to not be in the dark about what I'm selling and not sit through just wondering what's going to happen, if you watch the previews, you can make requests and vintage. We can do that. So drawn this winner. Do you like the anticipation sometimes? Dover, you win. We'll do one more. That's what I have loaded. The general consensus is that people don't like to have stuff scanned. They don't like the scanning of the shelves. And my sales plummet when I take that long to like the selling price, and the room numbers just drop ridiculously every time I scan shelves. Yeah, I sort of like the preview. I know, and I know it's a pain in the butt for people that don't usually do it because I don't know any other sellers that do it that way. Um, but yeah, you can research the stuff. I've had some horror, horrible times scanning shelves in the past. Any mini brass animals? I think we sold all the mini brass animals that I had out on the shelves today. I don't think I have any more today. Oh, I don't know what happened to Gumby. All right, where are we going, Bishy? Vintage finds more. All right, I'm going to pull this at, thank you, Deb. I'm going to pull this here in about 15 seconds, and then we're going to rate out to Vintage finds more. Uh, do, 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 do. Thank you guys for coming, and thank you for your purchases. And if you're interested in Bishy, you win. And remember, I'm gonna later on. I'll message you guys these codes, and remember, you don't have to use them in any specific show anymore. I'm gonna set that so you can use them for any show. So we're gonna rate out. I've never seen vintage finds more. I'm running on cell service now. For some reason, my internet is down. There they are. Vintage finds more. Thank you guys. Have a good Memorial Day weekend.